Toyota has had a big year, and some would argue that the best is yet to come. In recent months, Toyota announced the next-generation Toyota Tacoma, which features a new body style, better specs, a much-needed updated interior, and more. And with a price tag that has yet to be announced, your guess is as good as mine on how much this is actually going to cost. Though the speculation is that this newest edition Toyota Tacoma is going to cost more than the current generation, then just this week, Toyota released the highly anticipated Land Cruiser, which is something that has been speculated about for months, and Toyota has been teasing about it for weeks. And it was finally revealed in its flesh this week. The car has a throwback-like design, and it's supposed to be a real ode to the Land Cruiser nameplate, which is an iconic one for the Toyota brand. And while we don't have the exact pricing for this car either, it has been announced that the base model is going to start at the mid-50,000s, so safe to say probably 56,000, and the higher trim models will probably land somewhere between $70,000 and $80,000. As of now, it looks as though the newest generation Tacoma is going to be hitting dealership lots later this year, and the Land Cruiser will be coming a few months later in spring of 2024. And truthfully, don't even get me started about the 6th generation 4Runner, which is something that has been rumored and talked about for literally years now, but has yet to be announced. At this point, I'm going to be a grandma before I get my 6th generation 4Runner. But it is speculated that this car probably will be coming around this time next year, which truthfully cannot come soon enough. And I just know that many Toyota enthusiasts, including myself, are incredibly excited about the newest Toyota lineup and the vehicles that are to come in the next year. But my worry is that maybe we shouldn't get too excited. Because the truth is, I worry that Toyota dealerships are going to ruin it for everyone. Because whenever it comes to Toyota dealerships, they tend to put profit way ahead of their customers. Whenever it comes to dealer markups, they are slowly but surely becoming a thing of the past, and it wasn't that long ago where dealer markups were the norm, not the exception, with some cars being sold $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 above MSRP. And despite the fact that the economic and vehicle market conditions are vastly different today in 2023 than they were in 2022 or 2021, despite the fact that dealer markups should be a complete thing of the past, they still occur, and this is particularly common in Toyota dealerships. And this is in large part due to the fact that Toyota is still really struggling with dealership inventory. Here you can see inventory data from July. This shows that of all major automakers, Toyota has the least amount of inventory, which is bad for not only Toyota, but their dealerships and of course for the customer as well. And because of this, and of course also because of dealership greed, Toyota dealerships all around the country are still marking up their vehicles an astronomical amount. I mean, truthfully, marking up a car by even $1,000 seems uncalled for, but doing it by 5, 10, or 15 grand is absolutely mind-boggling, and this is happening all over. In fact, with my husband HP, we decided to call a handful of Toyota dealerships to get some insight into which cars they're marking up, and whether or not the upcoming Tacoma or Land Cruiser will also be marked up.
Well, this portion of the video, Aubrey forgot to hit record on the camera.
No, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yeah, hi there, Mike. How you doing? My name is Richard, and I saw you guys had a TRD Pro Sequoia up there. Is that vehicle still available? Are you guys selling those for MSRP, or are you guys selling those with dealer markup?
All cars are over MSRP at this point, whether it's dealer markup or dealership addendum. So,
gotcha. And
you know what color you're looking for?
I mean, at this point, any color I can get. How much is the dealer markup?
Normally it's like $64.95, but I can reduce it down to like, $44.95 if you want to put a deposit for one.
Like the Tacoma, the new Tacomas that are coming out, or the new Land Cruisers, are those going to have markup too, or are they going to be in pretty MSRP?
They're going to be in the same boat as well too.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha. Hey Tyrone, how you doing? My name is Steve, like Scuba Steve. I was seeing if you guys had any of the Corolla GRs there. Okay. Any of the previous allocations you sold, did you guys sell those at sticker?
No, those are being sold at 5,000 over.
5,000 over? Okay. Is that including like paint protection or door edge guards, any of that?
No, we're gonna add another $1,800 to it.
Oh man, what a bargain. Yeah, hi there. I'm trying to look for if you guys have any of the RAV4 Primes. Do you guys have any markup on that by chance?
Not really sure about the markup because I just got it in my inventory. It hasn't been updated. I can just know the starting price, what it starts from. But did you have a number in mind about the vehicle?
No, I was just seeing they're from what I heard, they're kind of difficult to get. So I was just seeing if you guys happen to be marking up those vehicles or anything. What's the MSRP on that?
Well, right now, like I said, all I can see is how much it's starting from. And then once you come in, we'll talk about what type of purchase you're doing, finance, cash, or lease, so we can give you a more accurate way of numbering.
Hi there, Eli. My name is Toby. I was seeing if you guys had any of the hybrid Highlanders. Gotcha. Are you guys selling those for sticker, or are you guys marking those up?
Any hybrid is being marked up, sir.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. How much is the markup?
So any hybrid is marked up 5 over MSRP because the 21 are being sold for MSRP over 23.
Oh man, no kidding. Dealers are full of it.
Now, in fairness, this isn't every single dealership across the entire country, but I also took a look at markups.org to get some insight from them on what other dealerships may be doing the same thing. And this gives us some great insight into what buyers are reporting whenever they're actually on the ground buying a car. This buyer who looked at buying a 2023 RAV4 hybrid just last week reported that a Virginia Toyota dealership was charging a $2,000 dealer markup. And this Georgia-based dealership was charging $2,500 above MSRP on a 2023 Toyota 4Runner, bringing the grand total to $62,189.46. And if you skim through markups.org, you will find hundreds of different examples of vehicles that have been marked up, admittedly not just for Toyota dealerships, but for a wide variety of dealerships as well. And truthfully, it's not just the markups that infuriate me, it's also the shady sales tactics as well. For example, when making this video, I looked at probably 25 different websites for Toyota dealerships, and nearly every single one did not offer transparent pricing. Dealerships either referred to price as TSRP, they had the price crossed off on their listing, leaving you guessing what the actual price was, telling you to call for pricing, or giving you the price but offering caveats with some conditionals. Basically, every single dealership that I looked at online, I couldn't get a clear-cut understanding of how much these cars actually cost. And it just feels kind of gross. And truthfully, it's hurting the brand. Because a 2020 study showed that dealer markups hurt brand loyalty. The fact that customers can't accurately figure out how much a new car is going to cost them is making it increasingly difficult for them to plan a new vehicle purchase, especially if the car that they're wanting to buy is one of these hotter and more demand vehicles. For example, is this new Land Cruiser actually going to be offered to customers at a mid-$50,000 price point? Or by the time that these cars actually hit dealership floors, the cheapest that you're going to be able to find is the mid-60s. Even whenever it comes to unreleased cars, for example, the 6th Gen 4Runner, whenever this car is released, is it going to be a comparable price to the current model, or is it going to be an astronomical dealer markup as well? And as somebody who is most likely going to be one of the first people to put an order in for that 6th generation 4Runner once it's released, all of these smokes and mirrors, shady sales tactics, dealer markups, it does make me wonder if I'm better off just buying a different car for the time being, waiting 5 years for the Toyota dust to settle, and then just buying a used 4Runner later on down the road. Or alternatively, holding off until the dust has settled and buying a new one once they're actually affordable and these markups are officially gone. It's a real shame because the Toyota lineup is finally gaining traction again. There are so many incredible Toyota vehicles entering their lineup in the near future. And unfortunately, Toyota dealerships all around the country are leaving Toyota customers with a bad taste in their mouth. And if Toyota doesn't get a grip on this sooner than later, whether it be by ramping up production, requiring dealerships to actually sell at MSRP, or if it's some external factor like the government finally stepping in whenever it comes to these shady sales tactics, which is something that has been talked about a lot in recent months but isn't something that has been set in stone, or at the absolute very least, dealerships being transparent about pricing, that alone would go a long way. But if something doesn't change, I worry that Toyota will probably be hurt in the long run. But like always, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, I would love to hear it, so make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.